Hey everybody, this is Dr. Osborne, founder of Gluten Free Society, and today I've got a special gluten-free report update for you. I was traveling earlier in the past year, visiting Seattle, and this sign I found, interestingly enough, in a men's salon. You can see here, welcome to Bishop's Gluten-Free Haircuts. Sign on up, bro. Love it. Great marketing. And so that brought to question, are haircuts actually gluten-free in the first place? Is that really even something that you need to be thinking about or worrying about? So, haircuts, are they gluten-free? Should you be concerned? That's the big question. Now, simple answer, many of you are thinking, are you kidding me? I can't believe this guy is actually talking about whether or not haircuts are gluten-free. But let's get through this. Scissors and razors obviously are gluten-free. No gluten going to be found in the scissors or the razors. Simple enough, right? But let's think a little bit deeper about what might happen when you go into a hair salon, especially women, and not exclusive of women, but especially women, because generally women at women's hair salons are more exposed to the things like the shampoos, the powders, the lotions, the gels, although again, men can also be exposed to these things as well. Now, there's some research that shows that gluten-based ingredients can damage those with gluten sensitivity and celiac disease. In this example here, you can see some of the kind of hidden terms that are put on labels, like wheat germ, hydrolyzed wheat protein, hydrolyzed vegetable protein, oftentimes derived from grain, avena sativa, which is an oat-based protein, oftentimes found in lotions, triticum aestivum, which is another name for wheat. So again, these are just examples of things you might want to be concerned about when you do go into a hair salon and they're washing your hair, or they're adding gels or lotions, putting powder around your neck, those kinds of things. We want to look for the possibility that these different agents could have grain-based ingredients, because many people that get exposure to them can get damaged by them, and I'll talk about who those people are in just a minute. If you want to look for our master list, we've created a master list of hidden terms that oftentimes are not obvious, meaning you're not quite sure what's in it. We've created that master list. You can go on over to glutenfreesociety.org and check that list out. Now, I'll put a link to that list in the notes below the video here, so don't worry, I'll put that link up for you to follow. Now, let's talk about the other factors, because I said who really is at risk, right? The people that are at greatest risk for this, number one, it's those that are using the nanotechnologies. A number of these new lotions and shampoos and things use nanoparticles that can penetrate through the skin. Remember, the skin, a certain size only will be allowed through healthy skin. But with nanotechnology, the game changes. And so many people are being exposed to compounds with nanotechnologies where they may not have been getting this exposure before. I've actually seen this in my clinic, where people were getting exposed to gluten grain-based ingredients through nanotechnology, and that it was creating or contributing to their health issue. Another factor to consider really is skin disease. If you've got pre-existing something like psoriasis or eczema or some type of inflammatory dermatitis, understand your skin is not as healthy. Your skin is going to allow for bigger molecules, greater size molecules to penetrate through it. So your doctor may have said, oh, you don't have to worry about gluten in hygiene-based products, shampoos, lotions, etc. But if you've got pre-existing inflammatory skin disease, that's not true. There are a number of research studies that show that with inflamed skin disease, bigger molecules are allowed to leak through into the bloodstream and create problems. So if you fall in that category, be double cautious. The others with oral exposure. So, for example, you might be in the shower with your shampoo, you're washing your hair. And the water, as it's running down your face, maybe some of it's starting to trickle into your mouth. Well, if your shampoo has wheat-based ingredients or grain-based ingredients, that's possible for you to get oral exposure. So let's not rule that out as a source either. So again, rule of thumb here is be careful, be safe, avoid gluten. Obviously, scissors are gluten-free, razors are gluten-free, but it's the other stuff. It's the add-ons, the skins, the lotions, the gels, the shampoos, the powders, the things that you might be getting exposure to that could potentially damage you in the same way that a gluten sandwich might damage you. So that's it for today's special report. If you want to learn more about the gluten-free lifestyle, go on over to glutenfreesociety.org, sign up for free for our gluten-free survival kit. All you have to do is punch in your name and email address on the site, and we'll get that sent right over to you, no charge. Just to say we want to help you go gluten-free. Our mission is to help educate people about the gluten-free lifestyle, the true gluten-free lifestyle. And this is Dr. Peter Osborne, founder of Gluten Free Society. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next video.